Hello, this is math lesson 4-5 for Monday, November 30th, 2020. If you need to pause the video at any time to answer any questions your student may have or any questions that the video may have, you can do so at any time. Okay, let's get started.
(13 minus 8 equals). Let's think about it. Use addition to help you subtract. To solve 13 minus 8, do you need to find a part or a whole? You need to find a part. What number is the whole?
Select your answer.
Okay, like I've said before, the whole is usually, or most of the time, the biggest number. So out of 13 and 8, which one would be the biggest number? And if you said 13, you are correct.
13 is the whole. What is the part you know?
Select your answer.
Okay, so if 13 is the whole, the part that we know, well, it's the only number that's left. It would be 8.
8 is the part you know. How do you know which number is a part and which number is the whole? 13 is greater than 8, so 13 must be the whole and 8 must be one of the parts. You will use addition to help you subtract. Here is the addition problem. 8 plus equals 13. To solve this problem, you can ask this question. 13 minus 8 equals. Let's think about it. Remember, a sum is the answer you get when adding. Which number is the sum in this addition problem? 13 is the sum. The part missing in the addition problem is the same missing part in the subtraction problem. Let's find the missing number using the part-whole mat. Model the addition fact. What equations does this model show? Eight plus 5 equals 13, and 13 minus 8 equals 5. What are the parts in the model? 8 and 5 are the parts in the model. Which number in the part-whole mat is missing in both equations? The missing part is 5. 8 plus 5 equals 13, so 13 minus 8 equals 5. You have learned how to use addition to help you subtract.
Okay, so that's what we're doing today. You need to get out your Volume 1 math workbook, and you're going to turn to page 255 and make sure you have a pencil. Okay, if you're on page 255, it should look like this. Let's read the directions to figure out what we have to do on this page. Okay, so 12 minus 9 equals blank. How can you use a related fact to help you find the difference? Now remember, the difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Write the related addition and subtraction facts. Use counters to help you. Okay, if we look at the equation 12 minus 9, which number is bigger, 12 or 9? And of course, we know that the 12 is bigger, so since it's subtraction, we know that 12 is the whole. So put 12 in the whole box. Now, they also give us one part. We know 12 is the whole because it's the bigger number. What is one part that we could stick in one of these part boxes? If you said 9, you are correct. So it doesn't matter which side, I'm going to put 9 right here. Now, if you look at the bottom, there's two equations that we need to fill in. An addition equation and a subtraction equation. Now, we know the subtraction equation, at least the first part of it. So let's put 12 minus 9 in here. Now, for these part boxes, if you want to use counters, you can use counters in here too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Now, we have 9 here. We're missing this part. Now, if we are adding 9 plus what would equal 12? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counters there. Now, let's count on this side and see how many more counters we need to get to 12. Okay, so we have 9. If we add another counter, that's 10, 11, 12. So there's 12. So how many counters are on this side? 1, 2, 3. So now we know that 12 minus 9 equals the missing part, which is 3. Now the addition equation is easy. We'll just take the two parts. Those will be our add-ins. 9 plus 3. And we already know what the whole is. 12. So 12 will go in our sum blank. Now if you look, these are related facts because they have 3 numbers that are the same. Both have a 3 in it, both have a 9 in it, and both have a 12 in it. Are they in different orders? Yes, they are, but they use 3 numbers that are the same. Okay? All right, if you're good there, turn to the next page, please. Page 256. If you look at the top, there's a lady from our video, and she's just showing you how to use a part-whole box just like we did on the first page. I think the problem was 8 plus, ended up being 5 equals 13. Okay, let's look at number 1 and number 2. Let's read the directions, and then we'll work on number 1. It says complete each model, then complete the equations. Okay, so our equation was 14 minus 8 equals blank. Now, they knew that 14 was the bigger number, so they put that as the whole box. And one of our parts was 8, and they have 8 red counters here. Okay, now, the book gives us the answer for this one. They found out that 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will equal our whole, which is 14. So 8 plus 6, trace it, equals 14, and 14 minus 8 equals 6. Now, if you've noticed, the bottom 2 answers will be the same because these are related facts. So that has an 8, that has an 8, that has a 14, that has a 14. The only 2 that were missing were 6s, which had to be the same number. Okay, try number 2 on your own, and then we'll go through it when you are finished. Okay, number 2, they have 17 minus 9, and they decided that 17 was the bigger number, so that's the whole. And then they stuck 9 red counters in this part. Now we have to figure out this part. Okay, so we have to get to 17, and we only have 9 counters. Okay, let's start adding counters to see how many more we need to get to 17. Okay, so here's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So how many yellow counters do we have to add to get to 17? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 red counters plus 8 yellow counters equals 17. Now you could probably guess what goes in this blank because these are related facts, so they have to have 3 of the same numbers. So we have 17 there, 17 there, 9 here, 9 here. And we figured out what the missing number was at the top. So 17 minus 9 should equal 8. Okay? So that's how you do those problems. Now, if you're done with that page, look at the next page. Page 257. I want you to do this whole page. These 3 at the top here are just like the problems we just did. So those shouldn't give you any problems. They use numbers here, but you can use counters if you want. So if you want to put 9 counters here and then figure out how many counters you need here, that's fine. If you're fine with the numbers, then just keep the numbers. Make sure you fill in the equations at the bottom. Down here It's the same thing except you are drawing shapes. Okay? So just you're going to draw the missing shape because they're related facts. So you have to do page 257. If you get done with that and you feel like you need some extra practice, you can do a couple problems on 258, which are story problems. You can also do a couple on page 259 and also page 260. Okay? When you're done with your workbook pages, please do your quick check on the Savas website. Please do not fall behind on those. It's hard to catch up. Okay? That's it for today. Thank you.